You might be considering moving to the Augusta area, and maybe you're undecided and you just trying to find out more information about this to decide whether you really want to be here. Well, I'm going to cover a few things that might, be turnoffs to you. That way I can help you make the right decision. So one of the big things we have here that I noticed my first year here moving from out west was the heat and humidity. Especially July and August, it'll be in the 90s. It'll be high humidity, and you'll walk outside and you'll just feel sticky. And it can feel kind of gross and not pleasant, especially if you're coming from a place where there wasn't much humidity, up north or out west. So that's definitely a big consideration for moving here. Another thing that we're dealing with right now on March 3rd is pollen. This year it seems like it's going to be particularly bad, but I walked out this morning to my car and it was just covered in pollen. So if you have allergies, respiratory issues or anything like that, that high pollen count would be a problem for you, then this might not be the best area for you. Another thing about the weather is, if you are coming from out west or up north and, winter sports are big to you, like skiing, snowboarding, snowmobiling, you just love the snow, this wouldn't be a great spot for you. We just don't have it. It snows like once every 5 years and it's not even real snow. It's more ice for a day, if that, and then it's gone. So the closest places you really have to get that are up like Virginia, West Virginia area. So if you were used to doing that, every weekend, that's not really feasible here when you have to drive, 6 hours one way to get that. Another big thing about the area that you might not be used to is that we don't have a great public transit system here, especially if you're in like New York City, Chicago, where you can just rely on public transit to get you places on time every time, and that's all you have to worry about, and you don't really need a car because the area is very spread out too. So having a car is a must here, unless you wanted to rely on Uber, but we know that could get very expensive. And then the final thing that you get used to it, and it's 1 week out of the year. We have Masters Week. It attracts about 200,000 people into the area. So the area gets very congested. Washington Road, one of the main roads in Augusta, you pretty much can't even go down it. It's just so backed up. But there's opportunities out of that. I know there's a lot of people out there that they will rent their house out for Masters Week and they will pay for their entire vacation and they'll just leave town for that week. So there's definitely, some positives with Masters Week, and it's 1 week out of the year. So overall, it's not that big of a deal. If you've lived in the area and I missed some things that maybe you didn't care for that you don't miss, go ahead and comment it down below. If you're looking to move here and want more information, go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to be covering a topic about the area every single week.